again, we're going to be doing our broadcast coming up in the new live stream room starting on Tuesday at our usual time, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Chris will be back in the office and we'll be ready to go. Mike, do you want to play some my team?
Yeah, man. If you don't mind, I want to get on the sticks here and just kind of
go for it.
Get out there and do some work while you do your thing and start.
Yeah, so we got a lot to talk about. We're going to be talking about what if. But real quick, I mean, I want to get the locker codes thing going. So I'm just making one post on Facebook real quick, and then we'll be ready to go.
All right, so let me see what's up here. What's your lineup like on here?
My lineup's pretty good, my friend.
Ooh, uh-oh.
And I got a lot of my team points if you want to, let's fill it out somehow.
Oh, let's do it. Default lineup. I might have to make a change here with this point guard. I like to go tall on my lineups.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's make some changes here.
Mike, you've been playing NBA 2K for a long time.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
talk about your kind of background playing all these years, 2K. And then how 15 from a gameplay perspective kind of stands out.
Yeah. So I'd say like me, I first started on NBA 2K, like years ago. I was a tester for a little while, so I kind of know the little ins and outs of gameplay. I don't want to say the cheeses and things like that, but I'll just say I know a lot of the shot clock stuff and the take charge stuff, and to see 2K14 and 2K15 how it's evolved over the years, it's definitely a huge groundbreaking upgrade from 14 to 15, and again. Just checking out the gameplay in 15, it's insane. Just the things that the dev team has been able to do and the upgrades. I gotta say, I'm definitely impressed and looking forward to what people are gonna see, in their reactions for 15. So, yeah.
Very cool. So we're going to give away our first locker code. So the way we're doing this today is really interesting. It is the last time that we're giving away NBA 2K14 locker codes. And the very first one is #WhatIf. And what I want you guys to do is tweet me and tweet NBA 2K and use that hashtag and talk about the what if scenarios. So obviously Shaquille O'Neal revealed the and the what if code is a random item locker code, and it only works on next gen, but we do have current gen codes that I'm going to release. Last gen codes that are going to be released momentarily. But tweet us the hashtag what if. Let us know the scenarios that you see. You would have loved to see play out. Like Shaquille O'Neal talked about. This video is crazy. Shaquille O'Neal, what if he had stayed with the Lakers? How many championships would they have won?
Man, who knows?
I mean, you're a Lakers fan. Yeah. Talk to me about that.
Yeah,
what if he had stuck around?
If he would have stuck around, man, I don't know. They could have just been winning. I think to this day, I think that might be a stretch, but just to see, Shaq stay with the Lakers would have been amazing in my mind. But I mean, hey, he's got to do what he's got to do, and so he ended up, making his choice and moving around. But yeah, I mean, that's just one scenario, for the Lakers. There's another scenario I think that was mentioned in there. Curry getting drafted, to another spot. What if that?
Yeah, he could have slipped a spot and ended up with the Knicks.
Yep.
He could have also been picked up a spot, and instead of the Timberwolves taking two point guards and not getting the right one, I mean, Rubio's obviously developed into a great player, but Johnny Flynn was probably sort of a draft bust. What if they had got Steph?
Yep.
They probably would have been a little bit further along. So lots of conversation about that. I think about what if, obviously, Michael Jordan had been drafted by the Trailblazers. It's the 30th anniversary today of when he signed his first NBA contract, so I think that's really cool.
That's amazing.
So if we get what if trending, again, we're going to give away a second code. So let's get that trending. And I think the way that we'll get it trending, guys, is tell me your what if scenarios. Like, what's the most memorable what if? And Shaq brings up a few of them. We just brought up a couple others. We'd love to hear them.
All right, so I'm gonna try to get some Paul George action here, some Jordan as well.
You playing 2K, Cam, by the way, Mike?
Yeah, I'm gonna switch it up. Let's switch this up. All right.
Sorry, I'm over here tweeting mine.
Oh no, it's all good.
I know you're
I'm gonna
holding
try
it
to-
down on the sticks.
I'm gonna
Very,
try
very
to
good.
Get to the basket here. Here we go.
But my team has so many new improvements. It's a completely like different feature. If you guys haven't read it yet, please go to the OS Q&A that they did with our man Abe Navarro and Kelly Wilson. There's some very, very cool stuff in there.
They did an amazing job this year. I gotta say, they definitely outdid themselves.
The biggest thing I think that the community has been requesting, I've gotten so many tweets over the past months about an auction house. So you get duplicate cards and you can't really do anything with that kind of stuff. And the auction house really addresses that, right? Like if you get a card that's super rare,
Right.
You'll have the opportunity to put it on the auction house and people can pick it up. I mean that's something that's really awesome
That's a huge
this year.
deal, I think. A huge deal.
And likewise, if you're looking for that card and you want to fill out, you want your favorite player on there, you want Kobe on there, and you just can't somehow pull him off, get on that auction house and there's a varying lengths in how long things are on there, and there's a starting bid and the optional buy it now. I mean, it's like the eBay of
Yeah.
NBA 2K15
NBA
my
2K,
team.
my team, exactly. And that's kind of what they want. They want people to be able to buy their packs, get their cards, and also do something with their duplicates. And I think that's going to add much more replay value to my team and keep people engaged. And just wanting to come back for more.
Dude, I'm getting some great what ifs, by the way, on Twitter.
Ooh,
Again, if this thing trends on Twitter, what if we're gonna release another random item locker code? Now, random item locker codes are my favorite locker codes in the game because you really could get anything. You can get anything from a tattoo of an L.
Yep.
I'll be handing out those L's on tattoos.
All day.
Or you could be get a diamond player. You could get a ton of VC, you could get a ton of my team points. So there's a lot of good stuff in there. But people are tweeting me some really good scenarios. Mr. 2K Impossible. Hashtag what if Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady had stayed with the Raptors?
Ooh, that would have been sick.
That would have been crazy. D-Man, what if Tim Duncan had signed with Orlando to play with T-Mac and Grant Hill? A lot of T-Mac love over here.
Yeah. T-Mac, man, it's like, what if T-Mac stayed around?
Cash Nasty Gaming, what if Kobe passed the ball?
Yeah.
Let's take it
that's just
take
you.
it another way.
I'm gonna have to disagree there. Kobe, he's that good of a player. He doesn't have to pass the ball all the time. But I see what you did there.
Yeah. What if Kobe Bryant was not traded by the Charlotte Hornets in the '96 draft?
Ooh.
I mean they traded him for was Vlade, right?
Yeah.
Back then,
got
and it's crazy to think of that scenario. What if King James had never left Cleveland? How about that one?
I mean, those guys are gonna always be, asking that question. I think in the end he's back. He's I think gonna be doing his thing there. Now that they've acquired Kevin Love and Sean Marion, I think the team's gonna be pretty insane.
I wonder if he had won a title in Cleveland, if he would have, and what the other scenarios would have been. What would have happened to Chris Bosh? What would have happened to Dwayne Wade? So, very, very cool. What if Chris Bosh didn't tip that pass to Ray Allen in Game 6?
Oh man.
I mean, we would be looking at only one championship. We'd be looking at Spurs back-to-back right now. I mean, that's pretty crazy. That was from Man with No Name on Twitter.
With no name, asking these great questions.
I got one for you as you're a Lakers fan.
Go ahead.
What if the Chris Paul trade had been completed for the Lakers?
That would have been insane. That would have been good. My question I'd like to ask is, what if Mr. Iverson didn't step over Tyrone Lue after hitting that big-time shot? I think that's one of those interesting ones. That's an iconic photo you see all over the internet. Tyrone Lue looking kind of silly.
Yes, sir. Somebody brought up what if KD had got picked by Portland instead of Portland picking up Greg Oden.
Yeah.
That was actually referenced in the Shaq video. If you guys haven't seen that video, man,
get out there and check
it
it out.
pretty awesome. What if it's Yao's birthday, by the way, Yao Ming, and T-Mac stayed healthy? Would there have been a Houston dynasty?
Could have
been.
Good one.
Could have been. That's some really good answers.
Oh. Robertson, what is this team you got here?
Man, a lot of references to Yao and T-Mac. The Real Ali 11. Some really good stuff on here.
Let's go. Got that
What if
3.
Michael Jordan doesn't hit that last shot over Russell and the Jazz? Karl Malone and John Stockton would have had a title?
Yep.
That's pretty crazy.
And another iconic shot there.
This is a more recent one. What if Kawhi Leonard didn't get traded for George Hill?
Oh, man.
It's from Miguel Costa, 87. Here's one that burns my heart. What if the Thunder never traded James Harden?
Yeah.
You think they would have won a couple titles by now?
I think,
or at least one?
It's possible. I think James Harden, again, like, he's such a high volume shooter and scorer that I think he does kind of need his own team. I think that was a great trade. But who knows? You know, again, that's why it's a what if, because they could have easily, you know, done some damage with that trio with Westbrook, KD, James Harden. I mean, that was a deadly combo with Harden coming off the bench.
Yeah.
You know, that was
you're not gonna find a better sixth man. Yeah. I mean, obviously he would have started and all of that, and
definitely.
But I mean, that would have been a deadly team.
Yeah. Oh.
And you know, like the post players that the Thunder have really could have masked Harden's kind of lesser abilities on the defensive end.
Definitely.
Just really crazy. I mean, Russell, you know, got hurt 2 years ago.
Yep.
They probably could have masked that a little bit better if Harden was around. I mean, there's a lot of things like that. You know, we're talking about the what if scenarios, right? And we have a new feature in NBA 2K15. I'm sure you guys have read about it on the OS stuff. If you haven't, you definitely should take a read. The link, I'm sure, can be dropped in the chat by one of our moderators. But what if you had to take on the NBA's fastest players or some of the leagues like unsung heroes? So we've created like scenarios of what if challenges. So like, you know, what if a 60s team facing various scenarios, and we've actually asked a few community members to weigh in on their what if teams, so you're going to see those as the game comes along.
Yep.
I have a what if challenge in there. Chris has a what if challenge in there. Chris's is actually obviously Lakers oriented,
yeah,
so
of course.
It's stuff to look forward to, but it keeps it fresh. My team is so dynamic this upcoming year,
and so deep.
So deep.
I mean, you have more cards this year.
No, I'm glad you brought that up, Mike. There's additional cards. There's additional levels on cards. Definitely. I mean, everybody's loved those diamond cards. Could there be something better than diamond this year?
Ooh,
I mean, that's a pretty interesting thing. Just very, very, very cool.
Yep.
We got a lot of questions about difficulty on my team and changing the ability to change quarter lengths. You will see varying difficulty levels on my team. Obviously, in Road to Playoffs, the difficulty increases in higher seeds as you advance. Just very, very cool. In challenges, I was just talking about challenges. Early level games will be set lower than the higher level games. Just very, very awesome stuff. I always get asked this question: what new legends can you expect in NBA, and specifically in my team? There will be a lot of new legends in my team this year. Bernard King, Bob Cousy, Tiny Archibald, Rick Barry, Tom Chambers, and one of my favorites, KJ, Kevin Johnson, the mayor. Very cool. So we're doing some very cool things with throwback cards. You know, I'm sure you're going to see some throwback Thursdays and us taking advantage of that. And you know, we've talked about this before. New locker codes will be available.
Ooh, how about that pass though?
Last year it was kind of interesting. We could only give away locker codes for a specific set of players. This year we could really give away locker codes for anything, but also things that you can get without locker codes, which is pretty cool. And I mean, it'll be more like thematic, so like, you know, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Maybe we'll give away pink items and stuff like that. There's a lot of examples of things that we can do.
There's so many things that you can do there.
Yeah,
you know,
my team's been totally taken to another level. But you know, people have been asking me a lot about crews and stuff, obviously, and my answer to it before was like, we wanted to encourage community, and I think you'll see that in my team as well. Like, this is encouraging more community between the auction house and obviously the challenges and you know, being able to face my lineup and Chris's lineup and community lineups. Like, You know, we talked about having Shake and Bake having a lineup, one of our key community guys. There's a lot of challenges that are built up, and you get to see them, but it's really community because it's bringing everyone together and banding together.
Right.
You're gonna see that same sort of thought process in what we do with the park
Definitely.
and stuff going forward. So
Yeah. It's going to be amazing just to see, you know, the cards people are unlocking, and, you know, the stories of how they unlock them, and possible, you know, auction house, you know, trades and purchases. Like, it's going to be, I think, a huge deal, especially for you and Chris, just to get out there and, you know, kind of talk about the new cards that are coming.
absolutely, and like, you know, here's another scenario. What if? Just
Yeah.
kidding. If Steph Curry goes for like 65 points in a game, shouldn't he have like a kind of a super card to kind of celebrate that
Yep,
thing?
yep.
I was thinking of that example, Kawhi Leonard, you know, winning the Finals MVP.
Right.
It'd be really awesome to put out a card the next day. You're going to see a lot more of that in NBA 2K15.
Yeah.
You know what I think is really cool, Mike, is you also are going to see a lot of obviously fresh stuff, but between the pre-order bonus where you get 2 My Team packs, and if you actually get the Sony pre-order bonus, you get 4 My Team packs, which is pretty awesome. But you're going to start off with a better lineup and build from there, which is really cool because I know that first starter kit,
Right.
it didn't have, like, you often, actually I'm pretty sure that most never, you'd never get really a card of anybody that not anybody that you
I wouldn't
hadn't
say
heard
you
of,
wouldn't
but
like or you wouldn't heard of, but it was definitely a starter kit.
Exactly.
It was a starter booster pack.
yeah,
so-
and with the pre-order bonus, I mean,
Yeah.
you get Kevin Durant, which is
Which
pretty
is a
awesome.
huge deal,
That's
you
a
know.
huge card.
And the pre-order bonus also has the 5,000 BC, which I
Yep.
think is, again, that's another huge deal because you can, you know, right out of the gate, possibly buy sort of a mid-level pack, and there's a chance of getting a high-level card out of that. So, you know, I mean, it's, you know, it's going to be great. It's going to be great to, again, see, you know, what people are getting, you know, when they first start the game
Yeah.
on My Team, and, you know, what
Well,
they're going to be
an
doing.
example of that, Mike, and it's funny, you and I have talked about this earlier this year, was if you had an early bronze lineup, if you were a late adopter to My
Yeah.
Team, right? If you started playing My Team a little bit late, you'd have this bronze lineup unless you were lucky enough to pick up a locker
Right.
code or something, where you would be, all of a sudden you'd be in the seed, lower seed 8, right? And you'd be facing this team with like gold players, diamond players, like, and it was just like, wait,
You
what?
felt it was an impossible challenge.
It was an impossible
Yeah.
challenge, right? Well, this year, in the early stages, you're limited to a certain color card. So, like right now, I think you're in seed 6 or something.
Right, yeah.
The likelihood is that you're not going to be able to play all these diamond players
Right.
in seed 6 and just go whoop on some people
Right.
in the lower levels.
Which
It'll
is a
give
great
people
thing.
a chance to kind of move up in the seeds. Obviously, those restrictions as you get to seed 2, seed 1, those will lift,
Right.
and you'll get to see kind of those super teams.
Yeah.
And it'll be the best teams versus the best
Yeah,
teams, which
as they should.
a lot of people asked for that, and that was something that we wanted to demonstrate.
Yeah, and I mean, as like you said, as the competition gets better, you want to see people, you know, using the higher level cards. You know, these are going to be the guys who are, you know, I don't want to say the elite, but definitely the higher level players, and you know, they're going to be doing a lot to unlock these cards, and as you mentioned earlier, being you know, participating with the community to you know, possibly get some KD, you know, Diamond KD handouts from you and Chris. You know?
Yeah.
So. I think it's gonna be really good, you know, for new players to pick up My Team, learn how to play this mode, just figure out the ins and outs of it, and then also it's deep enough for, you know, new players to you know, get really good to that elite level they want. So
Yep.
yeah, it's
And
gonna be great.
to be honest, what was the biggest complaint about it? I mean, we've
Yeah.
just addressed a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
but the biggest complaint was dupes,
Right,
right?
right.
Getting duplicate cards.
Like multiple times over.
Yeah, there's so many ways that we've addressed that in year 2 of the next gen My Team system. With the introduction of include a larger selection of cards to pull from, and the cost per pack is lower, so you can buy them more often. I mean, every single week there's going to be new cards of somebody going off. I just mentioned a few examples of it, which means that there'll be a lot more cards to pull from, and and you won't have that. And then Auction House addresses it in that you won't have to deal with that as much. The cost per pack is lower. All of the standards packs have a chance to pull in a bronze, silver, or gold pack, which to me is like going to be cool because you get in there, you don't know what cards you. It's like life is like a box of chocolates.
Right.
You don't know which one you're
going
going
to
to
get. Something amazing. You could get something that's mediocre. You
Yeah,
never know.
yep, and that's pretty awesome.
Yep.
We do still plan on releasing some specialty packs, but they're going to be available for a limited time only. And then once they are available, they get put into that big pool pack,
Right.
which then becomes random. So it's really important for you guys to check in early and often about which packs have been kind of
What's
separated.
popular, right.
Yeah, and get those things if you need them,
Right.
if you really want them. And any duplicates can be sold on the auction house for a price that you determine. I mean, that totally addresses the whole duplicate system. It's really great.
Could you imagine that though? Like a duplicate gold level KD card?
Yeah.
I mean,
if you got that
man.
and people are looking for that
Yeah.
thing and they don't want to deal with a whole large pool of random items,
Right.
your card's gonna go for a little bit.
It's gonna go, yeah.
So that's really awesome.
Nice little chunk for that. What else you got?
It was funny. This just reminded me of the GameStop Manager show. You know when you're in the loading screen and you're scrolling down on each player, it's got that description of what they're known for. So Serge Ibaka is like an elite defender, and so on and so forth. We sort of brought that over to my team as well with the team building features. You better be able to tell individuals' overall abilities and know how you should craft your team and see what that missing piece is. It'll allow you to better visualize your team's overall abilities and what the impact of adding or removing a certain player to a team would be. I mean, that's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, and I think that again, going back to 14, that was I think one of the things that was, at least for me, a little difficult was to figure out when I do have these guys that are sort of mediocre players, like what is this guy good at? Like what is Xavier Henry good at on the Lakers? Like not everybody would know what these players bring to their team. So I think with 15 having a little bit of the description and having some attributes for each player on screen when you see these cards, again, it's going to help the new players figure out, okay, this player is a mid-range jump shooter only. This guy is a
and you could build your team
right
any way you want. I mean, if you want a completely defensive, grinded out kind of team, then the team building system will sort of help you do that.
It's gonna be great.
Which is pretty awesome. What I think is the most fascinating thing is all the new gem colors. I mean, we had I want to say 5 or 6 last year, right? Ruby, emerald, bronze, silver, gold, and diamond.
Sapphire was in there.
Oh, sapphire, yeah. So we had 7. This year we got more.
Yeah.
And that means more cards. That means more opportunities to put out locker codes with cards that are popular based on what's happening in the real world. You guys got to stay engaged. If you play my team, you're gonna have to want to pay attention to both the mode and obviously us on social media. Some very cool stuff.
What's happening there with Ronnie 2K and LD?
Yeah, and of course our NBA 2K guys. So What If still hasn't trended on Twitter. We really would like to get that trending on Twitter so I can give away the second random item locker code. That's 2 opportunities to get diamond cards, 2 opportunities to get tattoo L's and Hawaiian shirts.
You got all those Hawaiian shirts.
There's a lot of cool stuff. So let's get that thing trending if we can.
It's about those tiger pants.
And everybody needs to see this What If trailer. Spread the word on the What If trailer. It's getting Shaq to talk about all those scenarios is really awesome.
Oh man! All right, I'm gonna try to hit this turnaround jumper real quick.
I'm gonna go ahead and make a tweet about getting What If trending.
Yeah, I don't know. I was I'm trying to get a W here with your team, Ronnie, but I gotta say this lineup is
blaming my team.
Yeah. This lineup is crazy. I made one change. I put Paul George at point guard. Like I said, I like taller point guards, bigger. Oh, let's go.
Sorry, Mike. I'm over here tweeting away.
No, it's fine. I noticed on the Twitch stream, somebody had mentioned, what if Jordan never came out of retirement?
Yeah, that's a really good one.
It's interesting.
What if he had never gone to retirement?
Yeah, it's another.
I mean, what if he hadn't gone away from NBA
Yeah.
for?
For
I mean, that's a great story.
Yeah. Oh, post cheese. Oh, let's go. Got him.
Nice, Mike. There's a lot else to talk about. Oh, real quick, one more thing about my team. It's coming to PC.
Yes.
How about that?
Yeah. I think the PC version in general.
PC version in general.
Yeah, let's talk
Absolutely.
about that.
PC version in general is right in line with the next gen offering. Obviously, our renowned graphics and presentation. It's all there. It's basically in line with the same game. There are a couple different things that we're going to announce that are slightly different on PC, but for the most part, I mean, as you see, it's the offering is next gen.
Yes. So they're gonna have access to all the same features. Look at
Oh,
those broken ankles there. Let's go, baby.
Jordan on
Let's
Jordan
go.
crime right there.
You're gonna have all the same features as the next gen version. You're gonna have all the same graphics. Everything is gonna be literally a duplicate of the PS4 and the Xbox One version. So we're definitely thinking about you PC players out there this year, guys, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, playing my team on PC is going to be a lot of fun.
Got that blocked. Try to do a little too much in that play.
I haven't had a chance to kind of gauge community feedback on our discussion on the my team stuff yet. I'm looking forward to getting in on that OSQA and Q&A and see what the community is still sort of wanting. But I think, I mean, they really our brilliant team, Abe, Kelly, obviously the rest of our dev team, did such an exceptional job of giving the community what they wanted with these new features in my team.
I definitely agree. Like, again, BC does a great job every year. I think they definitely have outdone themselves this year. 14 being a great foundation too.
Every feature is another level, and we haven't even got into my career yet. We haven't got into the park, obviously. There's still a lot to come. We also have a yet unannounced feature. Just a lot more coming, and we got 24 days, so stay locked.
Stay tuned in.
Very, very good. There's a lot else to talk about, Mike. A lot's happened last week. We were at the GameStop Expo, and among other things, we also introduced the last gen feature, 2K Heroes. 8 of the best NBA superstars of all time weighed in on their starting 5, and the winning community. Actually, every one gets a donation to their favorite charity, but the winning community gets an added bonus. And I mean, Shaq's going to the Boys and Girls Club of America. Tim Duncan, if I'm not mistaken, is going to the Idea Public Schools, which is cool. And the various foundations. James Worthy was in attendance to break down his team, which was awesome. So
it's a great mode. I think just being able to go online, play against other gamers, you get some wins, and then the end result is donating to a charity.
Absolutely,
I think that's
such a good cause.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were asking, like, why those 8 guys? I mean, obviously we have LeBron, KD, who are 2 of the best in the NBA right now. And then we have Jordan and a lot of other really amazing legends. So we kind of covered our bases. The reason we picked those 8 is because they wanted to be involved in telling us who their 8 were. Who their 5 were, and why they picked those guys, and helped us create some videos, which are still coming. And explaining. A lot of people have been asking me why doesn't Kobe have a team? The reason is because we didn't. We asked a lot of guys, and we couldn't get a Kobe. And we also wanted guys that were really into doing the whole charitable thing for this cause, and so there was a lot of things. But I'm really happy with the 8 guys that we have, and the 5 guys that they pick, all of them, very, very interesting teams, very good teams, very different teams. Everybody was like, Steph's team is so short.
Right.
That team's going to run you off the court in a lot of ways.
And they're scoring monsters.
Yeah. There's a lot of shooters on that team. between his father, obviously, and himself. Just a very, very good team. Um, Clyde picked up no current stars, which I thought was interesting.
Yep.
Shaq didn't pick Kobe, which is interesting.
Well, hey, I don't think we should comment on that. I think let's just let that be.
Hey, man, I think it's something that's. I think that's something
past.
that's interesting.
Yes.
Kevin Durant didn't pick Michael Jordan.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
Kevin Durant.
So a lot of very, very cool things about the 2K Heroes, and you guys should definitely get in, and it's all for a good cause. So
yeah. It's
let's
gonna
make
be a
it
great
happen.
mode. Excited. I'm excited to even play that mode myself.
Yeah,
get in there,
definitely.
Try to get as many wins as I can with Mr. Worthy's team.
Oh, you want it with Mr. Worthy's team?
He's an OG. I want to get some.
That's awesome.
Get some wins with him. So.
Yeah, I mean he picked Shaq, he picked the Dream, and he picked Michael Jordan, and he picked Magic.
Yep.
So that's a very strong team, dude.
Definitely.
If you're a Lakers fan, you got to be happy about that team.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great.
3x Lakers, Jordan, and the Dream. That's pretty amazing. So that was very cool. Just being at GameStop Expo, meeting so many fans. I took so many pictures with fans and talked so much NBA 2K and people are so excited. There was not a single negative comment about people who actually got on the sticks, which is great. So that was awesome. A couple other things that I wanted to talk about before we wrap up our broadcast, of course. Still trying to get that thing trending, guys, so let's spread the word.
Keep spreading the word.
But two other things I wanted to talk about. Community team up. It's coming.
Oh,
we announced it earlier this week that we are going to be doing a community team up. And yesterday I announced the first 3 that are participating. We are going to announce the others later today and over the weekend. And community team up is early next week. And basically how it's going to work is those guys are in for a couple really big surprises that it's going to be pretty awesome. But they're also going to be able to talk about gameplay as soon as they're here. Mm-hmm. Like they're going to be able to tweet away and talk about gameplay. So you're definitely going to want to stay tuned on Monday as the guys break it down.
And that's going to be Chris and some of the other community guys as well, right?
Smooth has not had a conflict, so he won't be there. But iPod King Carter, Sub the Gamer, and who am I forgetting?
Yeah. Well,
QJB.
I meant our
QJB.
very own Chris.
Yeah. Manning will be there.
So that's gonna be good.
Yeah, it should be a really good event. And there's a couple things that they are going to be very, very shocked about, and we're looking forward to breaking it down. A lot of time and effort goes into those events, guys. Like it's a lot of work to put on a live event, as you all know. But I'm really excited to have those guys in here.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I think.
And Mike, you're gonna take them down on the sticks too, right?
Oh, I mean that's what I'm all about. I'm all about playing head to head, playing 1v1.
Right now you're down 1, my friend.
I'm down by 1, but I'm not worried. I got this.
This guy's got a pretty stacked team that you're facing.
It's pretty good. I gotta say though, early in the game I was kind of doing my thing and sort of put on the brakes. So I got to get back on the gas. This is gonna come down to the wire. Oh yeah. Got him. Let's go. And 1.
One other thing I wanted to bring up, and I do not remember, it'll probably come to me by the end of the broadcast. There was one other house cleaning. Oh, I remember. NBA 2K ratings. There have been some spilling out. Obviously, the athletes have been putting out screens. I actually owe 8 athletes their screens right now, so we're going to drop that in a little bit.
Those, yeah.
But those are going to be dropping, and we are less than 100 followers away before I release 200 ratings. So likely by end of day, we'll be releasing 200 NBA 2K15 ratings. There'll only be 200 to go. And guys, the last 200 are really exciting. When we hit 590,000 Twitter followers, which is just over 5,000 away, we're going to release the top 5 at every position, screens of them, and the top 5 overall screens of those guys.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Very, very cool.
A lot of stuff coming, a lot of content coming out.
And of course, everybody's geeked out for the micro announce. It's my favorite mode. We've been hard at work this week creating videos for that. It's going to be honestly one of the most exciting weeks that I can remember
for a while now.
For a while, yeah. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Mike's minute 23. He's up 1. This is a very exciting game.
Bad pass.
How is this guy, the guy you're facing? Good player?
I think he's pretty good. I mean, he's making some good choices. I think there's some stuff I've been capitalizing on, but for the most part, he's been utilizing.
Right
yeah, he's been utilizing Kobe pretty well. So, oh my goodness.
That was a tip.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. All right, so I gotta play it smart here.
We also, along with my crew, we are developing a gameplay kind of breakdown trailer with Mike Wang, Scott O'Gallagher, and Jerson. 3 of our amazing gameplay guys. We are creating a video for that, which is coming pretty soon. And then yeah, lots of micro footage content and park content coming soon.
Oh yeah. Let's go, KD. Hit that shot. Let's go.
That was a nice little dish.
You like that little play there?
Drive and pop.
Got him with the ISO. Oh, I should have had that. Oh my goodness. All right, down by 1.
Down by 1.
Yeah.
18, you gonna hold for the last shot, or?
I think I'm gonna take my time here. Try to get something going here.
A lot of people have been asking about our first raw gameplay, first 5-on-5 matchup, me and LD. That's going to be coming in a couple weeks, probably closer to launch. We still have a lot to talk about before that, so stay tuned for that. You got a foul to give. We go to the line.
Yep.
Oh, it is PG.
Oh man, I gotta hit these. Let's go.
Count it.
The next one's crucial. Should we go to overtime? I can decide the game right here. Should I win this or go to overtime?
I think you should win this.
I don't know. Let's see.
Oh,
we're going to overtime, baby. Yeah.
But he paused.
Yeah, he paused it. He's probably super ecstatic right now. He's going berserk, I bet.
We're going to overtime.
Let's do it.
So yeah, I mean, what are you most excited about with my team?
I'm just excited to pick some new cards, man. The cards from 14 were great, but just to see, the players who've just done a great job over the 13-14 season. I'm really excited to get some updated players, some updated cards, and just get online and play. Like, I'm a huge road to the playoffs kind of guy. Again, I love that playing head to head, online like we're doing right now. So
yes, sir. Really
excited to get online and just play against some guys and see these great lineups that everyone's running with. How did I miss that layup with Shaq? So yeah, I'm most excited about getting back into road to playoffs and getting my team running again. I want to try to get as many wins as possible. But how about yourself though? What are you looking forward to?
Definitely the variation on more gem classes, which is also
Is that BG? Yeah, he got injured. Okay, so
oh, he's still in the game.
Yep.
He looks like he's just running a bad wheel.
Yeah, something's up there. Get that. Oh my goodness. Let's go.
He's getting a lot of loose balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking for the gem classes, and then of course I am really excited about the auction house.
Yeah.
I mean, I think being able to put your stuff on there if you don't need it or don't want it, and get some value, real value for it is really cool.
Yeah, I think especially day one, with all the the pre-order packs people are going to be getting, and just playing online. I'm not sure if you guys are going to have any sort of community stuff going on, the first couple days, but I think there's going to be a lot of.
Well, we do have the challenges. Mm-hmm. Like, we are going to have our own challenges. Like I said, Chris has got a Lakers challenge.
Definitely.
I'm still developing my challenge. They've been asking me every day, hey, what do you want your challenge to be? I'm like, man, I could go so many ways with this thing.
The Ronnie 2K
I was thinking
challenge.
about just doing my all-time top 5, but like, that team is going to be so stacked. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, but that's the point though, is you want your challenge to be
difficult,
tough, right?
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, so that'd be interesting to see. Oh, let's go. Yeah, you want to challenge gamers, right? And so when they beat your challenge, they can get on Twitter and tweet you and Chris, LD2K, and just kind of say, hey guys, I smashed your challenge. That was the easiest challenge ever. Or what do they always say? Ronnie 2K is trash.
Yeah, Ronnie 2K is trash.
You want those guys calling you out.
Yeah, call me out. So face my challenge.
Yeah.
No, it's very, very exciting to have these these community challenges like never before.
Definitely. Oh, come on, Paul
You
George.
got a little lead on him now.
Yeah, a little bit.
See if you can shut the door.
Should I let up on him and kind of
No.
get back in it?
I don't want this to go up to 7 overtime.
All right, let's end this. Let's go. Ooh, got him with that step back. Bryant. Oh, come on, dog. All right, let's end this. We got to end this.
Got to end it.
Yeah. Finish it.
Is there anything I'm missing, Mike, that we've kind of announced the last couple weeks? I'm thinking that GameStop Expo, man,
Yeah.
traveling is so like this time of year is so hard. I apologize again about postponing the broadcast from yesterday to today.
Yeah.
We were just so far behind being out of the office. This time of year, it's very, very difficult.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
There is a lot of stuff going on. So we're making it happen today. We are going to have our first ever broadcast from our new live stream room this Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be lots to talk about. So you definitely want to tune in for that. I think we're going to be talking badges on Tuesday.
So? Okay.
6 skills. Don't quote me on that, guys, but I'm pretty sure on Tuesday we're going to be talking personality badges and all of that. So our new badge system.
Badges on badges.
Yeah, and I mean it affects my team. It affects my career. So it kind of it's an important topic.
Right. I agree, man. It's going to be a lot of info we're dropping out there, guys.
Guys, if you haven't, please share the what if video. It's very, very cool to have Shaq talk about all these scenarios. Please share that video with all your friends. I want that thing everywhere. It's very exciting. And also, if you haven't read the full My Team blog, please go to Operation Sports and give it a look. We'll release the link. It's in the video, but we'll release the link again later this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, just go to Operation Sports on Twitter.
Shooters open.
And we're just a few followers away on NBA 2K from releasing 200 ratings, so
yes,
you definitely want to make that happen.
Let's get that rebound. O'Neal. What if Shaq made more free throws?
You know, that is a very good
Yeah.
one. What if Shaq made more free throws? Well, he always said he made the ones that counted.
Yeah,
and
that's true. That's a good point.
he did. He won a lot of championships.
I'll take that shot.
How cool is it to have?
That's fine.
How cool is it to have Shaq voice over that thing and talk about him and Kobe? I mean,
I think that's great. I think it's amazing.
Attaboy, Mike.
It's
Well
a
done.
huge addition, I think.
Yeah.
Just to have him in there, and
Of course, have him in the game in the loading show.
His comedy, as
Yeah.
well as his deep NBA knowledge.
Yak him.
Yak him. So yeah, I like the fact that Shaq's in there. It's great.
Definitely.
Great addition.
All right, guys. We did not trend on Twitter, but I will likely drop this code later on today, the second one. But please do me a favor, spread the What If trailer around. It's an amazing trailer, and we want everybody to see it. And we are just 24 days away, something like that.
Oh, we're real close.
We're real close.
So pre-order it now if you haven't.
Yep.
Yeah, get that pre-order. You want to get that KD MVP bonus pack.
And now My Team packs.
Now My Team packs are coming with it, with that 5,000 VC. You career players out there, you park players, that 5,000 VC, that's a big deal. So
a lot of people were talking about how the pre-order bonus had the My Team packs as bronze packs. It's not bronze packs. You could get gold players out of this.
Oh, you
thing.
could totally get that if you want.
So that's it's really exciting. You could have a pretty good lineup if you pre-order, get KD and get the 2 My Team packs. You could have a really good lineup. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. We will have another broadcast on Tuesday. Chris will be back in tow, and we'll be in our new live stream area. So please tune in, and we will see you guys Tuesday. Have a great weekend, and what if? Tell us what